At 70 years old, as he was about to take his last breath, he forced out a final smile, looking at his wife Lin Wanxing. After 50 years of marriage, did you ever love me even for one day? Seeing her hesitate, he already knew the answer. He glanced at their descendants in the room, and spoke his last words to her. If I could do it all over, I would never want to love you again. Then he closed his eyes, and slipped away. When he opened them again, he was back 3 months before his college entrance exam. He made up his mind to stay away from Lin Wanxing this time, but the next day she transferred to his class, and insisted on sitting next to him. He instinctively moved his chair away, trying to create distance, but she grabbed his collar, and smirked at him. Chen Yan, why did you have to die so soon in our past life? I never got to answer your question. Maybe his dying wish was so strong, that he really did come back. He got used to his young body again, looked around at the students paying attention in class. This was not a dream. Since fate gave him another chance, he would never bother Lin Wanxing again. In his past life, the Lin family business ran into trouble, so they proposed a marriage with his family, to form a partnership. Lin Wanxing was known as a gifted scholar, top of the school. He was the guy sleeping in the back by the window, ended up at a third-rate college. After graduation, he followed family orders, learned the family business, and eventually took over his father's position. Lin Wanxing was beautiful and well-mannered, so his father happily agreed to the match, and he was happy too. But Lin Wanxing already had someone she liked. The Lin family forced them apart, and made her marry him instead, so she was never happy in their marriage. No matter how good he was to her, how much he did, she never smiled at him. That is why on his deathbed he asked if in 50 years she had loved him even one day. The answer was clear. 50 years could not win her over, so this time he would not bother her. But the partnership between their families, he would not interfere with, because in a few years, the Lin company would grow beyond imagination, and his family would benefit greatly. So working with them was fine. He would not interfere. He just did not need them to sell their daughter to him. This time he needed to focus on studying, to make up for past regrets, and use the knowledge from 50 years in the future, to help his father's company go global. That was his father's dream. So during the lead up to the exam, he studied like crazy. His classmates were shocked by the change. Completely different person. You do not even play basketball after class anymore, or sneak off to smoke. Did a ghost possess you or something? He just smiled. I came back from 50 years in the future. Not getting into a top university was a regret last time, so I am fixing it. His desk mate thought he was crazy. 2 weeks later, his dad called telling him to come home early. Get home early tonight. Guests are coming. Pick up something a girl might like on the way. He knew the Lin family was coming. Lin Wanxing was coming. Last time he thought since they were still in high school, makeup and bags seemed too much, so he went all out on gifts. Big stuffed animals, crafts, you name it. But Lin Wanxing barely glanced at them, and called them childish. If I have to be with someone like you, I cannot imagine how miserable life will be. So this time he also bought several bags, but even more childish stuff. Barbie dolls, remote control cars, basically all toys for little kids. He carried the bags home, and seeing 18-year-old Lin Wanxing again, he paused for a moment. She was still so cool and pretty, radiating an elegant aura. His dad saw him, and noticed all the bags, gave him a quick wink, then pretended not to know. Son, first time meeting Wanxing, and you got her all these gifts. You never put this much effort in for me. He ignored his dad, dropped the bags in the living room. Casually, toys spilled out everywhere. He wiped his hands, and said to the aloof Lin Wanxing, my dad told me to get you these. Was in a hurry. Just picked them up from a street stall. Otherwise I would have gone to a real store. Better quality stuff. His dad saw the toddler toys scattered around, grabbed a spatula to hit him, but he was not scared. He was 70 years old in his past life. His dad was not even 40 yet. Technically he was the elder here. He flopped onto the couch, legs crossed, changed his expression, and used the tone he used on his grandkids. You are a grown man. Act your age. What is wrong with you? His dad Lin Wanxing and her parents were all stunned. After a moment, his dad laughed awkwardly. Ah well, you know my son and I are close. We do not stand on ceremony. He does not see you as outsiders. Lin Wanxing's parents heard that, and broke into smiles. Only Lin Wanxing kept a straight face, frowning. She thought this time, he would still be willing to be part of her family, but this time, he did not want to waste another 50 years on someone who did not love him. He walked up to her, and said coldly, since you do not like the gifts, I will just keep them for myself. He started to gather them, but she grabbed a Barbie from him, and for the first time ever, showed a smile he had never seen, and said thank you. He was shocked. She smiled at him. How was that possible? In 50 years of knowing her, she had never smiled at him. Was this even Lin Wanxing, or was she possessed? Or did that Barbie actually hit the mark? He did not care, no matter what. He wanted nothing to do with her. He grabbed the Barbie back, and said coldly, sorry. This Barbie was for me. The rest are yours. Everyone looked confused. His dad called him crazy. He was acting so weird today. He thought this would make Lin Wanxing angry, and they would never speak again. But instead, she held the toys he bought, with a faint smile on her face. In his past life, he bought her jewelry worth hundreds of thousands, designer bags, and she barely said a word. Was she really into kid toys? This was unbelievable. Dinner started. His dad and her parents kept pushing them together, but he stayed silent. She did not speak either, but he knew she was resistant inside, because she had a childhood friend she grew up with, a year younger than her. He heard she was planning to confess to him after graduation. His appearance ruined that, so this time he would let them be together. He just hoped to have nothing to do with Lin Wanxing ever again. That was his only wish.